Oh, is it working? I think it's working. We're gonna do some unboxing. Yeah, it's MOTU Joe. We are Lords. And I'm finally gonna open some of these. Oh, and what is that? That's a random hand. That would be my daughter. Hopefully, this is working. We are trying a new way. Yet another new way of trying this. So, click a message to show on screen. Let's see if that works. Ooh, I don't know if it's working. Let's see. I think it's working. I think. It's really hot out here. Okay, hang tight one quick second here. We are going to get set up. I forgot to put it inside, so hang tight. I'm going to leave this up here just as a teaser. Let's help get a little centered. Bear with me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so I am not able to see messages. That's what I was just quick checking on. But it's okay. This is something new. We will respond to all of the messages as soon as I get back inside. Although, you know what? I just realized, why don't I could do this? One of my kids are going to come on here soon enough anyway. I'll have them bring up the laptop. I don't think I'll look at it that way. So, we are live. We're going to open this bad boy. But we also have a box to open. And on top of the box, well, under the box, we also have all of these. The whole case. And we're going to open all of them. We are going to open all. At least that's the plan. So, how should I best go about doing this? How should I do this? You know what? I'm going to save the origins for towards the end. Let's take a look and see what we got in some of these bag clips. I know you guys want to see the origins. I know. But, and yes, it is very warm today. It's supposed to get like 90 with high humidity. And that is what happens to my crazy hair. Say I love you. It is getting cut soon. My wife doesn't know yet, but it's getting cut soon. Shh. Of course, the luscious sideburns. We'll reduce those in size too. Oh, it's not as fun without seeing the comments, though. Where's a little pear on them? I thought they normally have a little pear slit on them. Just as easy that way. Oh, what do we got here? This is my first time opening these. So you got your little card, you got your little bag, pretty straightforward. They're blind bags, which I'm not a big fan of the blind bag hunts. But it's interesting that they do have you. Why would they have barcodes on the inside if they're blind bags? Interesting. I've got an evil in here. Got an evil in here. Oh, before I forget, Mountain Dew. Oh, so good. So good. Oh my gosh. That is so damn good. Okay, hold on 1 second here. Let me see what's going on. I'm supposed to be able to see comments. There we go. I can see the comments now. Benjamin, what's going on, Chris? Oh, there we go. Much better. I don't know what was up. I couldn't see him at first. This is awesome. I like it. Peter, what's going on? Yes, there is the MOTU Pro. It's fun. It's fun. Okay. So, you might actually see me sweat. It's warm. It's warm. Daniel, what's up, bud? All right. No chase yet. No chase. No chase. But Oh, wait, was that the chase? No, that's not the chase. I thought that was Beastman at first with the orange. We got a faker. Mm-hmm. Nice little faker there. What else? Let's keep it going. Nah, Chris, I just have some fun, man. We're just having some fun. In the hot. Okay, so the chase is the axe. Nope, I got just the He-Man. Just the He-Man. Just He-Man. Let's see, said there's some other ones here. Hey, Bruno, what's going on? iMessages from the stream. Show messages from the stream. There we go. I was missing that at first. I should be able to see him in the stream. That's what we want. All right. So, Chris, what's going on? Let's keep it going. There's so much fun stuff to open, and I don't open things that often. So when I do get to open them, it's really fun. It's really fun. Really fun. When I say I don't get to open them, don't misunderstand me. That's a choice, right? That's just a choice that I make. Sorry, guys, if I missed some of the comments earlier. Like I said, trying to do a new way of doing this, and it looks like it's working. So far, so good. These are pretty cool. Do you remember what was it? It was the New York Comic-Con earlier this year, obviously, or it would have been last year. My apologies, last year. They had a triple pack of these available. Came in a clear blister pack, had some really nice foil work on the inside. But there was a triple pack of these available, and it was pretty cool. I was lucky enough to acquire those, and now I have these. Ah, there he is. Oh, that's cool. I like how they did a good job with these, man. Not that they need my approval by any means. I like the stuff, right? This is cool. This is cool. Very, very cool. It keeps blinking out on me, man. Bruno, Peter, I have Heels, He-Man, Skeletor. Did you get all the new pops? Yes, Peter, I do have all the new pops. I just don't have them here. They're not in yet, meaning I don't physically have them yet. Let's see here. Oh, I missed the last one. Yes, Chris. Fun is what it's all about. Yeah, so I did break down. I did pay the flipper price, which I'm not a fan of, for the Disco Skeletor. So that should be here, I'm guessing, sometime next week, because I've seen people starting to receive those, and I did pay a higher price on eBay. When I say fortunately, I mean fortunately that it was on the lower end of those higher prices that you see now, but I have it on the way. It's Friday. You guys doing anything fun? You think it's Snake Mountain? I think the Snake Mountain from Super 7 is great. Okay, how do I say? I don't like waiting like anybody else. I mean, come on. There's a certain on-demand part of society that's even taking control of part of the older fans and collectors, and I get it. I'm okay with waiting for it. I'd rather it be right and they take the time. You know, COVID really did screw the pooch for a lot of people. So I just am looking forward to it. Whenever it gets here, it gets here. It's one of those things, though. It's paid for. It's out of sight, out of mind. And it's almost better for me that way. So, Stratos, as I keep opening things. That Stratos. Yes, I do collect new adventures. I do not have the entire run. I don't have the entire run of anything except classics. That's a shocker for most people. I do not have. Oh my gosh, my hair is long enough. It's actually falling now. It's falling as I'm talking to you guys. I. am missing a few. I think I'm missing 8 vintage mock. I believe the 2000X line, I am missing 3 figures. They're the Toys R Us, the true exclusives from their first day in New York City, Times Square, Toys R Us. So they're signed. They have a gold sticker. I'm missing 3 of those. And then I'm missing. I have all the super stuff. So yeah, with the classic stuff, the vintage stuff, I'm missing a few of those. So yeah, it's good. The metallic Webster from Hot Topic once they're open here in MA. Oh yes, that's right. They do have a couple exclusives. Thank you very much for reminding me, Peter, because I do have to get the exclusive. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. It's warm. Damn, I said that a couple times. I haven't got a chase yet. What are these chases supposed to be anyway? I don't even know what the chase is supposed to be. Yeah, what's up? Damn it. Got another He-Man. I got 2 He-Man. I don't know, man. Am I gonna get lucky? Am I gonna get a chase? I always seem to have mediocre. I don't have bad luck all the time, but I have mediocre luck with anything these chase things. So, nope. It's cool. Blue. I like the blue version. I like that. I like that color style merman. I think it's pretty cool. So we've almost got a whole series here. Oh wow, it's by Monogram? Monogram? That's cool. Orko. Whoa, his face is kind of goofy. Check that out. It kind of sinks in. Look at that. Ooh. Chase our Battle Armor He-Man and Skeletor. Ah, well, I'm down to 3. So I hope I get one of them. I hope. God damn it, how did I do that? You know, I still have all the Disasters of the Universe to open. I didn't even open all those yet. What the hell's going on? We'll open this side. Prince Adam. So far, the best I can hope for is 2 chases, I guess. That would be fantastic if the last 2 were the chase, right? No, I know, John, Jonah. Sorry, I know it's tough. I was just talking about this with friends a couple days ago that I don't. No offense, please. I love trying to help people within reason. Okay, I don't always know what the hot prices are, or what the prices are for items, unless I happen to be buying them at the moment. And with my collection, and I'm not flipping a ton anymore. I'm not as knowledgeable of the current market prices, so I just refer to eBay. I really do. But that's not the end all be all. There's lots of other groups to check too. But the point being is that the collection that I've acquired now, there's just holes that I'm trying to fill. So the problem is those holes are expensive. So I have a choice. I can keep up with the current stuff and not with that budget, not really spend any more than what I kind of would have, trying to keep on track. But if I want to get headway on those other items, they're just getting more and more expensive. So I'm going to have to bypass some of this to wait to get some of that. It's just it's that first world problem. 100% first world problems. No biggie. So just a regular Skelly. Regular Skelly. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Or ladies, if any ladies are watching. Come on. Come on. Yay! I got a J! Yes! Yay! Yay! I got a chase. Awesome. Sweet. It's fantastic. Oh. Oh. All right. Well, obviously, I need to find a Battle Armor He-Man. So that will complete my run for these, and I have an extra He-Man clip. So that's great. And I have the display. For me, this is just as much fun as finding these things in the stores when I find these boxes. I love them. They collapse fairly flat, so it doesn't take up a lot of storage. I can put them up in storage or in a storage facility. And then when the time's right, I can take it back out and set it up and hopefully have a really big space someday. Mike Woods, happy birthday, man. What's up? It's the birthday boy. In case you guys don't know, it is Mike Woods' birthday. Wish him the very happiest birthday. I hope you guys I hope you and your wife have a fantastic day, man. That's cool. It's your birthday, man. Mountain Dew. Oh my God. I swear. I probably should do it sometime. I think I can drink a can in just a few seconds. And joking aside, okay, guys, keep it clean. In my college drinking days and whatnot, when we did beers and shotgun beers and stuff, I could not open my throat. I was the gulper. So about 3.5 gulps, and it was gone. So I think I can do that with Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. Okay, we're going to take one pause for something very, very cool that's not He-Man. I know, mind blown. I probably can't share the video in as many groups as I like to, but that's okay because this is really damn cool. I grew up watching this. To be fair, I watched this a whole lot more than He-Man, and it's going to happen right now. Ready? I had to get one. It's Scooby-Doo and Captain Caveman. It's Captain Caveman. And I'm going to open it. So this is opening day. This is the one thing that is not He-Man, so I'm going to make it quick. But I was super stoked to see this. I've been sitting on this for, I don't know how many days, weeks maybe. It's not expensive. I think it's $10. And you get a Captain Caveman with a club. Oh my God, that's so freaking sweet. It's Scooby-Doo. Oh. Oh my gosh. Scooby-Doo and Captain Caveman. Okay. Love it. Absolutely love it. I grew up watching these cartoons. Oh my God. That's freaking amazing. Okay. So that was a quick digress. Happy joy moment there for me. Okay. Now we're going to get to the origins because that's what you guys want to see. That's the stuff that most people are clamoring about. And I lied. I do have one parcel that I completely forgot about. I don't know what's in it. It came from Josh Van Pelt, so it's probably something pretty cool. It's been sitting down there since December, and this one I did not open, so I don't remember what's inside of it. Yeah. All right. We got some green 2000X sunglasses. That's awesome. That's like Snake Men color, man. That's pretty freaking wicked. Or Mountain Dew. We have a blue pair. Little Stratos action. It's pretty cool. It's got the logo on the sides too, on the back. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's pretty cool. It even says "Try me on," so these were designed to even put on in the store. And then, oh, bonus item! Awesome! Way to go, Van Pelt. Oh man, I'm warm out here. Arm. Always throws a bonus figure in. Always a little something. Sorceress. I don't have a lot of these loose, but I love the MOTU muscles. I call them MOTU muscles. I don't know what you guys call them, but MOTU muscles. What's up? Keelan, or should I refer to the new name? Isn't it? It's great. I love doing it. This is different. I'm trying to do it a little more timely. I'm going to try my best to do one a week. The last couple of weeks have been very, very, very busy with work and other projects. And there's some other fun things that I have in the works that I can't talk about yet, that I'm very excited to talk about and share. But not yet. Not yet. All right. So this is the other item. 8 cups from 2000X. Again, this was a Hallmark thing where they had the exclusive. I think they had the rights to this series. A lot of stuff that they had for the party stuff was really, really cool from Hallmark. They had the Chinese yo-yos and the other little yo-yos and all sorts of just really, really cool stuff as I sit out here in the sauna and sweat. They're bugging me. Oh, I really am sweating, guys. I'm in the shade, and I think in the shade it's 85 or 86. That's warm. All right. No more rambling. It's these bad boys. Time to get these out of the box. And I'm going to start with He-Man. Ryan, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Ooh, I almost ripped my comic. That's not good. Oh, look at that. I like it. Okay, so this is different. Remember, the old ones had the staple, right? I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're sewn. They're would you call that bound? I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not going to show it to you either. I'm going to let you guys wait till you see it. Unless everyone starts screaming at me, but I think, This is so cool. I know you are all excited about this as I am. This is so freaking cool to see these. And they're at a reasonable price point. I say this as nicely as possible. I'm not a fan of the scalpers out there at all. I'm all for entrepreneurship, man. All for entrepreneurship. But there's a fine line. And again, as I said in the last one, you want to buy it, sit on it for 6 months, and then turn around and flip it? Yeah. That's an investment. Buying it now and turning around and selling it on eBay for $100 just because you were lucky enough to find it. And that is what it is, luck. To get on the Walmart website. And I get it. The link, I share the links and people share the stuff. Not saying that it's in stock now. We're sharing the links that way fans know there's the link. You can go and get it. You can refresh. You can sit there for days and try to get lucky with it. Some people, they just got very lucky and they get them. I didn't. I had to do it 14, 15, 16, 17 times to get the Ultimate Warrior. I very much lucked out on these guys. So, but I didn't get Disco Skeletor. I had to pay the stupid scalper prices. Anyway. Almost got them out. They have all the bands. So when you get yours, they're going to have a band around his feet and it goes around his ankle joint. Okay? It's in there. So be mindful of that when you rip them out. It does look like it does have side-to-side action, but I would be worried about trying to rip it out of there. So here's our He-Man. Try to pull back a little bit for you. It's got the over snap, which that's pretty cool. A little different. The rivets come all the way down the back this time. That's cool. Little subtleties I did not know about. I've seen pictures, but despite being on social a lot and doing a lot of these type of things, I don't peel that onion back too far. I wait to get the actual product before I don't even want to say make judgment, but we do make judgments on the toys. We do look at them and I gotta say, I don't care that the face isn't the way it looked before. I like it. I like this a lot. I really like this. And when I'm holding it, I'm liking it. His axe. Okay, so if I pick on anything, so far the axe is okay. I miss the detail work in it. You know, the mold probably could have had a little extra stuff done like the olden days. There's no grip. Which again, that's neither here nor there. But again, it would have been nice to have a little bit of that nostalgia there. The sword is in the half. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. And it's not connected. It's got the original old school look to it, which that's really, really cool. It does fit in the back, which is great. And his shield. Now, the shield I like. I'm not, I would say, disappointed with. This I'm kind of disappointed with. I would have liked to have a little more. The axe is one of my favorite things. I love the axe. I know the sword was there, but the axe. How's the ankle? Oh, man. That was my shin. And I am sitting farther back from the table today just to be safe of that. Oh, my gosh. It did get black and blue. It wasn't a huge thing, but it was sore the next day. I had a nice little bruise there. But so good. God, my kids watch that over and over again, laughing, and I'm laughing. It's hilarious. It's funny. But, okay, so another noticeable difference is the position, right? So the shield itself the handle is more on the end, like it used, well, I guess to be more functional for it to go on his hand. Which, again, the hand has bends in the wrists. It moves around. It's pretty damn cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now, they say that it can be paint wear, so I guess I should be mindful of that, but I'm going to put it on and see because I want to know for myself. It's not fair to say it's going to be one way when you haven't done it yourself, right? Doesn't look like it wore, but it doesn't also look like it's fully lining up with his hand. And again, I'm over probably the thinnest part, right? So it looks like it might be one of those forced situations, or you just kind of leave it as is. Does that kind of make sense? So, yeah. Let's see here. Do these pivot? Yes. Someone had said that it looked like these didn't pivot at one point. They do pivot, so that's good. That's fantastic. Waist pivots. We don't have the spring action, but that's okay. I think most of us do that. I like it. I really, really like it. Skeleton. It's skeleton! Skeleton. Yeah, you got to be careful of that comic, the way that that's positioned in there. I would say that those that are going to do rip-a-mocks and just tear things open, okay, that's another thing you got to be careful of. Look, it's sticking. There's a piece of tape on the inside that's supposed to be holding the weapon accessories. Okay, I got it off. We're good. No worries. But anyway, ripping the package back off. This is very close. Someone might rip it off. So just be careful when you tear off your card backs. But I want it in that hand, Jay. I didn't even put it on the other hand yet. It probably marries up just fine. Yeah, it marries up just fine. Well, yeah, does it? I think it's still a little high. Yeah, I'm putting it on there. Again, I'm not trying to overly force it, just trying to line it up here. We'll show that side. This is a very good point, Jay. I'm glad you said something. But it's close. Very close. You can see here I'm trying. There we go. We'll show this side of it. So it does look like it's a little on the short side there, but minimal, right? Better than the other side where I didn't have it there. So, Eddie, what's going on, man? You guys are, it's fine. Yep, left. I concede. It does, though, look just a hair short. Again, it's not the end of the world. I don't care. What do I care? I don't care at all. It's not those type of things. But I just want to share and see what you guys. So I think if you push it up a little higher, we might be able to get it up over the gauntlet on his arm. So that's probably where they want it, and it's pretty close then at that point. If I push it, so I pushed up a little bit higher, and it pretty much lines up. So I'd say it's good. It's good. I'm wrong. This is good. I'm wrong. This is good. Striations are a little weird on the bicep. If I want to get into the musculature, not anatomy of it. Comics like that. No, the comics are modernized and Beast Barrage. So we'll show you the middle pages. How about that? Give you a good idea. So you get to see some characters and you get to see his quick little transformation. So I'll try to get this as centered as I can. So it's pretty cool. I mean, what you see on the cover is pretty much what you're gonna see inside of the book. That style art. All right, so let's dive in to Skelly. As I said, there was tape on the inside that holds this in place, but it's also under the band. So with Skelly, you can see rubber band there, rubber band there. Take them out of the blister. Now, there's been a lot of people. When I say a lot of people, I don't know how many. I know of a half a dozen or so, and that probably means there's a lot more. There was a defect with some of the Skeletors. He had 2 left arms. So somehow this was over here backwards or something, and it looks weird. So pay attention to your Skellies when you get them, or even if eventually when they're in stores, which is probably not going to be until Christmas rush time or even in next year. I have no idea. Don't hold me to that. That's unofficial. That's just my guess. You look for that bicep flaw. Hopefully by then they have all the productions and all the errors fixed, which is, again, why I think maybe they're not in just full production. I have no idea. But it is a pain in the ass, and I do understand the frustration for those wanting to find these. It's a pain in the ass. They don't make it easy. At least not right now, they're not. That was wrapped around there really well. All right, so here we go. Skeletor. Hey, man. You bubbling my phone? Damn. Oh, again, Jay, don't hold me to they aren't in full production. I would say that they're in production. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is that logically, if they're this hard to find, and Walmart is a big dog, they don't just buy small quantities. Something tells me that this is limited release quality check. And when I say limited release, it's still thousands of units, but it's not, all right, we've got all the bugs and kinks worked out, we're going to fire at 100%. That's my brain making some massive assumptions based on logic and manufacturing, so quality control, errors. Apparently back in the day, again, I'm not a huge historian about it yet, about a lot of the early production stuff, but from what I understand, very few packaging errors occurred. Misfit toys, right? So you have a He-Man in a Skeletor package. Very little of that happened back in the day, allegedly. So I think that's in part of quality control, and I think that may be what's happening now. So yeah, that's very well possibly, Jay. It could very well be. They were really hard to find, Brian. However, to that point, I've seen them in stores, the Ghostbusters figures. I've seen those in stores now. Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. Okay, so Skelly, though, back to the figure here. Skelly, his smock, definitely more of a rubbery from back in the day, right? But his smock has the old school push through, right? And his harness here has the old style push through. So you're getting a lot of vintage flair with Skelly here. His positioning of his arms is great. The mobility seems good. I am being weird and looking in the crotch piece, but we can see that it's ball and socket, right? All right, let's take a look-see here. I'm trying to be careful because I don't know. It's not often that I take the toys out. I don't know what to truly expect. So here we've got the Havoc staff, which is very, very close to the original, man. That's pretty damn cool. And we have, of course, the sword. And as we know, the original comics back in the day, the storyline is the two halves together would unlock Castle Grayskull. So let's see how this looks. Look at that. Small little bending up here, which I can fix that, but look at that. Look at that. That is freaking wicked. I love it. And look, see the bend in the halyard or the handle? Look at that. It's the same. It matches up perfectly. This is awesome. What up, Sean? Yes, the same comic as it was within both figures in this case. And here's what's cool, right? When I looked at He-Man's back, I thought, man, that's pretty big. Is that big? Like, is that big enough for the axe to fit through? Yeah, that's the end. But it's big enough for both to fit in like it should. That's clever. That's smart thinking. Good job, Mattel. Good job, Mattel. I'm pleased. I'm tickled. I am opening and playing with He-Man and Skeletor on my front porch, just like a kid, except with a whole lot more sweat than I used to as a kid, and probably a whole lot more hair than I used to have as a kid, too. And definitely a few more stitches. Oh, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm missing messages, it looks like. All right. I think I've got caught up on most of the comments. I think. Let's see. Yep, I believe so. Let's scroll down here. Man, I really am glowing. It is warm out here. I said it was warm, but I wasn't kidding. Most of the time I've been chatting with you guys, I haven't been looking at the screen. So I hope I've had most of the product centered as best I could. All I could see was a little tiny sliver of the screen at the bottom, which gave me pretty much a point of reference of where I was at. And then I could actually answer your questions. But right now I can't see chat. If I go back like this, now I can see the chat. I do look like I need to be sheared. Oh, that's funny. See, there you go. How do you rate these to Maddie versus Super 7? Okay. I've got to say that Maddie had a certain aesthetic to him, a certain, okay, let's say Todd McFarlane, when they came out in the 90s, right? That really set the bar really high for detail work. And, oh my gosh, look at what this looks like. Not a lot of posability, right? I think Classics took the best of the detail work that you would have seen from back then. I'm just using this as loose reference. But the posability and allowed you to have your your multiple points of articulation, more of a 6-inch figure. I really liked the way that the Classics did that. These, to me, are obviously a 100% nod to the class, the original stuff. Okay, it feels durable. I'm not going to test how crazy durable, but it feels durable. It feels like a kid play with it and not wreck it. I mean, I'm hoping that kids do get to play with these once they're in the stores. Right now online, let's face it, unless a parent buys it for their kid and their kid wants it, kids aren't exposed to it heavily unless they're like, my kids see it because of me, right? But once this gets on mainstream, once there's something out there, once the cartoon comes out again, I think these are great. So Super 7 stuff is lower quality, I would say. There's definitely a very cool nostalgic appeal to those, but I don't. they feel cheaper. I'm not trying. They feel just a little cheaper. So I guess that's it. Yeah, classics. I mean, they have their issues, right? You know, that there were some weak joints or certain figures, the way the paint apps, you know, it's any toy line has that, right? But I really think this line has legs to really run. Um, I get that people are frustrated and pissed that they can't get them now. What's up, Alberto? But I do think everyone that wants these figures is going to be able to get these figures in time. Uh, you guys, they made millions of these in the 80s, and they want that again. Wouldn't you? I mean, I'm using some logic here. It's not like I have fact. I'm not in with Mattel. This is just gut, right? And rumblings and what you read and hear and see. They want another one of those, right? You're not going to necessarily get that big a splash without having a cartoon or some other thing. So I expect to see other things. If we want this, or if this is going to be blown up like they should, there's going to be other things, other assets to help this. And God, this is so cool. This could be bigger and should be bigger than classics. Classics may make more money because they made 220 of the stupid figures at $30 a pop or whatever it cost us. Digital River and their outrageous shipping and customer service. That was their worst mistake. But this should squash that. Carlos, what's up, man? The other thing on the subject, but off the subject, for those of you that do like toys and collect other things, Carlos, since you're here, this is perfect timing. The whole Cobra Commander network debacle. I swore because I hit my shin yesterday, but I'm going to swear again, or last time I was live, I'm going to swear again. It was horse shit. That had clickbait, data mining all over it. And that type of shenanigans in the toy community is what pisses people off and does not bring back nostalgic, happy, joy feelings. It makes us think it's 2020. And that sucks. So anyone that was able to get one, I'm glad that you did, but that type of horse malarkey is awful. And if you you don't know what I'm talking about, just type in Toy Wizard, bait and switch Cobra. Just type in bait and switch Cobra Commander. It'll pop right up. It is literally, it is a bait and switch. So don't be that person or company. So, what up, bud? How you doing, man? Yeah, I get you, Carlos, but that Cobra was pretty damn sweet. I actually was thinking about doing. I was thinking about doing it. I hope so. I think. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I want to say that there was rumblings of a castle, but don't hold me to that, please. Obviously, we know we're getting Snake Mountain 3 Super 7, but that was put in motion forever ago. Um, trying to catch up here. If anything, you almost got the Skelly today. That's awesome. That is good because I check on and off. Why is it not working? There you go. I check on and off, and that's the key here, guys. Okay, I mentioned it earlier, and people that do watch this, if they do watch this, which I don't know how many people will, that's the key to getting these toys. I don't have a secret code. Nobody has a secret code that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's people that have some type of secret inside track or whatever. Hell, but that's not me. I don't know. I'm just Joe. Okay, it's refreshing the page. The link is out there. You got to work it, man. Refresh. Don't sit there for hours on end. Just check randomly. I heard someone got in at 7 a.m. this morning. 7 a.m. that they were in there, right? I've never seen them at 7 a.m. I've seen them, and here you go. I've seen them at 10. I've seen them at 11. I've seen them at 1 and 2. It's like these hours that they choose to upload. I don't know. It probably happens almost every hour. At least now I'm referring to the WWE figures, right? That was how it progressed. This is probably, as they keep getting in, they're going to refresh and they're going to ship. But you got to work it. You have to work it. There's no one has a special nothing. So, oh, that was. I'm sorry, I missed some comments. Even the name networks at that giveaway, it wasn't legit. No shit. Skelly is super impressive, coming all the way from Vintage Toy Collector too. I know. I've got a great clip about you talking about the consistency of refreshing stock sites. I bet you do. Just click, 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 click. I actually had a Skelly earlier in the week, and I lost it too, just in the time it took to hit PayPal Pay. Gone. The email tells me back. Oh, what does it say there, Carlos? I missed what that said. The email tells me back stock. Did you end up getting a 10-inch pop you're mad about? I did. I had to pay the scalper prices. I did get that. So I'm happy. I'm not happy I paid that. What it is great, and I'm glad you actually brought that up. This is how awesome the He-Man community is most of the time. And I believe most of the people that I commiserate with and talk with are of like mind. Quincy. He reached out to me a day after work schedules and whatnot. He saw the video about the Disco Skeletor. I was just like, hey, if anyone can help, that'd be great. He had a tube, and he was going to sell me one at cost. I had just bought one a few hours before that, or earlier in the evening, made the purchase at the higher flip rate, But I said, well, I know someone that's really, really, really looking for it. I won't reveal who the name is because I'd like them to, they'll do their reveal when they get it. But I passed the name off to them. That individual has always helped me with whatever, and they were able to help him out. So Quincy was the man. He hooked me up, and in turn, I passed it off to the other person who recommended, and he was happy to oblige, and they got him taken care of. So that is community that I love about these groups, and it's cool. It's really, really cool to see that. So you're the man, Quincy. I keep hitting the button and missing the comments there. I'm sorry, guys. I think they do one, though, yes. It's the itch that keeps me looking over it. I hope the second. Oh, Merman and Stinkor. It would be amazing. I hope they do those too. But the first wave, all of the links just came out earlier today. They probably were out before that. But all the links, so Scareglow and Battlecat now are visible, and you can see them too. I have not seen anybody successfully purchase any other figures besides He-Man and Skeletor. Maybe somebody has. I don't know. But I haven't seen anybody successfully get it. So if people are asking, why are the links there? They're placeholders. When will they actually have inventory there? I have no clue. No clue. But I do check every day. Anyone knows good barber in this? Ha! I'm going. Trust me, I'm going. And I did look. We were solid because haircuts, no joke, no joke. It realized when I was driving down the freeway when I saw a billboard for marijuana for sale on billboards here in the state of Michigan, it was illegal to get you a haircut, but I could go buy a joint. No, that doesn't make any sense. Haircuts were just reinstated to be able to be, whatever you want to call it. The government took off the ban for that on June 15th, so this week. Every barber and salon is pretty much booked this whole week, so I am going in. I don't like it. I'm hot. I want to get rid of it too. Although the sideburns are sexy. The wife doesn't think so, but I think they're great. Clint, what's going on, man? Yeah, there's some other ones out there. Where can I find a link to buy the figures? I know someone just posted it somewhere. I did, Joshua. I posted it just before I went live. Right on my Toy Wizards had it. I found it from Lauren. And yeah, Toy Wizards. All of them are available now. So if you just jump out of the live, you can go see the link and hunt away. All right. It is Friday. It is warm, but it is Friday, and I hope everyone is ready for a really fun weekend because I know I am. I've got a fair amount of work I still have to do. There's some cool things happening with Retro Rags that I'm trying to get caught up on. To be fair, I am behind on some designs. I have some new designs from Rebecca Taylor. I have some designs from Sketchy LaRue. I have a couple other designs I can't mention yet. And there's some other fun stuff I'm working on too there. So I'm trying. It's going to be really cool. But, of course, like Sorceress, what do you call them? Female wielding magic dinosaur? Or however you wanted to say that. I said that backwards, but you get it. A sorceress. Love it. Such a crazy, stupid dad joke. Yes, I have been told that is. I look like that old school picture of Screech, which ironically I think he has a He-Man shirt on and Battle Cat or something like that. It is funny. No, Razor man. Oh. No maintenance is true. No maintenance is true. I do tend to go high, not straight military high and tight. We're talking my stupid hair. I go a It is a clipper 3 around the side, blended with the occipital bone around the back, squared across the hairline, rounded on the corners, preferably a finger and a half, depending on the thickness of the salon's fingers. If you had the Magic Clipper 9, which is very, very hard to find, it is like a unicorn, you could just use a Clipper 9 across my top, Clipper 3 on the sides, little trimming, possibly even some thinning shears because my hair grows like a freaking sheep. There's how I ask my hair because there's a little bit of maintenance for that. Definitely better to go with the razor. What's up, David? What's up? How you doing, man? All right. I think I've lost a pounds of sweat just sitting out here. I'm just kidding. It's not that hot, but it is hot. I'm sweating. I'm going to go inside. I've got some more work to do for my main job, do some catch up on emails, but it's about weekend time and fun. So I've got some projects I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to have some fun this weekend. And then next Saturday, it looks like we're going to have a little toy get together where we're going to do a trunk sale, table sale with some local people and have some fun. So we'll probably go live then. That I'm looking forward to as well. So it's going to be a fun time. Thanks, man. Thanks, JR. Appreciate it, man. Scott, how's the knee? Yeah, the shin, man, that really hurt. But it was funny as hell. Funny. It's good. We're good. The shin, all good now. Quarantine Joe. I'm no kidding, man. This is a little crazy. All right, guys and girls, anyone watching, I really appreciate you watching. Please be safe, be kind. As silly as it sounds, right? Just try and be nice. That's kind of where my mindset's at. Almost all the time, I'm trying to think about the other person and trying to be nice. It's not hard, but it does take work. And if everyone did that, it'd be a lot better. So that's it. I'm thankful for all of you and your time, and I really do hope you have a great weekend and safe and fun. And we'll see you all very, very soon. If I can figure out how to turn this off, this is the new one. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.